Alright. There is one more Dangan bunny girl from Dangan 3. There is? Who? If it's not spoilers, can you tell me who it is? I don't think it's spoilers. Like, yeah, I doubt it's spoilers. Danganronpa. Saying there's one more bunny girl from Danganronpa. Haide Akamatsu. Haide Akamatsu. This might be the worst out of all of them, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, she's not even that cute. It's the best? What? Nah. Out of the three others with Chiaki, Kyoko. Nah. This one's definitely the worst. This one's definitely the worst. I think between Chiaki, Kyoko, and Junko, like, they're definitely way better. This one's a bit mid. I'm sorry. This one's definitely mid. Is there like oh, I can't even purchase it anymore, I think. There's no like aftermarket one or secondhand ones. Oh boy, this is probably one of those if I But like that's the sad thing. At this point I need to buy it cuz I've like made it a point to get all the Dangan bunny girls. Oh god. It's okay. If I just never play V3, it doesn't matter, right? If I never play V3, I don't need this. True. If I never play V3, we're fine. Easy. What do you mean? Everybody told me V3 was their least favorite or the worst one. So it's probably not even that much of a loss. V3 is good? Really? Okay. I don't know, chat. Some of you sitting here saying Dangan 2 is the best. I feel like you're delusional. Dangan, so far for me, Dangan 1 has been way better. People say the second one is the best, and right now it's not living up to the hype. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It is not living up to the hype. Unless it really ramps up from here on, you know? Chat, okay, listen, Kersh. Honestly, you might like V3 more than 2 at this rate? Okay, if it ramps up, maybe it does ramp up, you know? Phew, if only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and the other side Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Oh, that reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. Listen, where's the Mikan bunny figurine, man? He hates too much of this cast? No, that's not true. That's not true. Chiaki's hard carrying this cast for me, though, I will say. Chiaki is hard carrying this cast. Like, okay, but like, can you fault me for hating Hyoko? Absolutely annoying sack of shit, right? Like, who else? Fuyuhiko was pretty fucking cringe in the beginning, you know? I liked Peko, but then she turned into a fucking android robot, which is kind of cringe. I liked Ibuki, but then they fucking killed her off in the stupidest way possible with a fucking despair disease, which is absolutely the dumbest motive I've seen between the first 2 games so far. Easily the dumbest fucking thing ever. Like, I like Sonya, you know? There's no way I doubt you because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least? Huh? Okay. I hate when someone I like turns into an android robot. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Ibuki's death might actually be the worst death out of both games so far that I've played. Trying to think. Well, no. Makuro's death was absolutely fucking stupid, but ignoring that death, Makuro's death might still take the cake for stupidest, but she was kind of a plot device, so like, Junko kind of used her as a plot device, I suppose, to fucking... So I guess it's fine. So Ibuki's might be worse. Human Sardines with a 16. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. This happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right? We must do this then for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to change the fucking category. My bad. Danganronpa 2. There we go. Alright. Alright, hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Oh, yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'll probably go away if I battle the strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look what's in front of the door. Someone blocked it with a drumstick. What happened to it? Something like that is in front of the door. You think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue? Remember when we came to the music venue? The only thing we can do is force our way through. Okay. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh? The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, and they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. I heard what you 2 were discussing. Oh, there's best girl. Chucky, I just got your figurine. That was a kind of cool entrance. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it? What the fuck? Is that boogers? You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber. Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but as she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob. Don't taste it. Oh! Why are you putting it in your mouth? No, it smells like workshop chemicals. You just ate chemicals? Workshop and this chewiness? I see this thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Damn, I've never seen Chiaki make a face like that. What the hell? Just as I thought it tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Yo, it's still got her spit on it. Okay. Alright, with this we might be able to close the finished investigating the music venue. Okay. Eat it up. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything by now? To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive, but it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot because of the heat. I can't estimate the time of death because of the heat. Is that possible? If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. I see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot.
I love this Honkai Star Ale gameplay. Dumbass.
I switched the category already, little bro. Refresh. What do you mean? You're the dumbass, little bro. But that's weird. Even if it's even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hyoko. No, I don't believe it. Ibuki was definitely not first. We never saw her actually get on the rope. As long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. What does she mean, an imitation murder? Huh? Huh? Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work like a song or film as an outline for the killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie. Assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then it is possible that one more person might have been killed. It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you guys talking about? Imitation murder. One more person might have been killed? You guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people. We've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that the 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right? We can only choose one based on a majority vote. The other person could certainly achieve victory. What the fuck? Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? Well, what about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up. It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Alright, fine, that's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. Hey, I'm a gamer brain. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means the 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
だからさ
Like I said, that movie?
あらら
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the invitation is...
いいセンスだ。
It's an imitation of that movie. Based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater.
君は
See, so you haven't seen it still. It's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch the movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that.
えっ
Then I
と
should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki?
うーん
Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first
確
place.
かに
Thanks to that rare disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it all my all. Okay. Alright, let's check the motel first. Because I'm pretty sure the last Monokuma is probably here. I went inside into the rooms of the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone. Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue,
なるほど
met
ね
up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
そうか
So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hyoko's body was suddenly there too.
あのな
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? Okay. So Monomi and Gundam.
そうか
Do you think those two are suspicious?
つー
Well,
か
Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. Or Hyoko was killed first.
俺は
Let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
まあな
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
いや
No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
あ
Do you still doubt me?
たくよ
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Okay. Fuck, I have to talk to Gundam, goddammit.
現れたか。
Oh, you're talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko
と
staying
くと
in?
聞くがいい。
Open the door to the center room? However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside a kimono. Maybe if I use this. Just as I thought, this key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. Hyoko is staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like a room, but I feel a little conflicted. Oh,
あらら
did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it.
と
No, it's just, I'm starting to believe it might be my fault. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
きっ
Her kimono?
と
Yesterday, I went to talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it.
と
Did she? I thought Mahiru told her how to do it. Mahiru's no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. No, I don't think she forgot. I think Sonia might be lying. To try to cover up why the ribbon was done wrong. Because if you guys remember, her ribbon was done wrong, and I was confused because why would her ribbon be done wrong? She learned how to do it from Mahiru, 100%. They said it herself. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
確かに
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her.
と
Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
きっ
She
と
probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her.
私は
Or you're gaslighting me into thinking this, Sonia. I cannot really understand her feeling, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
西園寺さんもしかして着付けでお困りなのですか
バカ何言ってんのさできるに決まってんじゃんだって小泉お姉に教えてもらったんだもんだからもう一人でもできるんだもん
でしたら鏡のある場所でやってみたらいかがですかほらライブハウスの倉庫に大きな鏡がありましたよね 大きな鏡を見ながらやればきっとうまくいくはずですよそれにあまりお部屋にこもっているのもお体によくありませんしまさか
I mean, why would Sonia tell us this if she was the killer? You're saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. Can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation? Never told this to anyone? I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Okay. Here's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room. There's a Monokuma right there. And I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. There you go, bitch. Okay. We got all the Monokumas. Bed isn't messed up. Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Maybe we just leave? Is that it? No poo-poo either? Okay. What was my guess last time, chat? I think the person I said that was most suspicious was Mikan because Hiyoko was being a rude bitch to her. But then it don't make sense why Ibuki was killed. Yeah, no. I think my guess was Mikan, right? Mikan's so far, Mikan is the only person that would have any motive to kill Hiyoko. It just doesn't make sense why Ibuki was killed. Who the fuck would want Ibuki killed? Like, the only person I could think of is maybe Soda because the music was so fucking bad. But then, like, I don't think Soda has any incentive to fucking kill Ibuki. Okay, let's play devil's advocate here. What if Ibuki didn't need to be killed, but was only killed to cover up Hyoko's death? So, what if, because Mikan was the one supposed to be watching over all the patients, but she conveniently was in our room sleeping with us. But maybe she's been doing that to try to fucking get on our good side because we've been so good at these trials. And by constantly, you know, sexually seducing us, she'd weaken our defenses. So she would tell Ibuki to go to the music stage. No, but then why the fuck? That doesn't make sense. Oh no! So what probably happened was maybe Mikan maybe Mikan killed Hiyoko earlier. I don't know how. And then to cover it up, she went back to the hospital, told Ibuki to go hang herself in front of the recording. Wait, but then how would she have locked it after? Because then we ran into her and Fuyuhiko. No, that don't make sense. But then it also makes sense that it might be Mikan, because who the fuck, besides maybe Fuyuhiko, would know that raising the temperature would make telling time of death really hard? Hence why Monokuma Files doesn't tell us the time of death, because Monokuma wouldn't be able to give that information to us. So she raised the temperature to cook up the bodies so that nobody, including herself, would be able to tell the time of death on the deaths. And then she was like real excited to do the autopsy too. I feel like that was still sus. I know you guys said it's just because she got into a habit of fucking doing the autopsies, but like, I feel like that was still sus. Every other trial, the first two trials, like, we'd have to tell her to do it. Before that, she'd be like, whoa, yeah, and then, you know. But like this time, she was like, okay, I'll get right on it. Autopsy time. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
It means you noticed it too, right? Wasn't the hotel just locked with Sonia in it? No, I don't think so. I think Sonia came in behind us. It's like, oh, it's unlocked, and then walked in. type shit. Do trial today to see if your 80 million theories are right. I don't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
なるほどね。
I see. Then you really should watch the movie first.
呼んだ？あれあれ？
Do you have a problem with that?
しょうがないな。
You said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. I think maybe if we watch this movie, we'll find out. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You pay $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. Shane, for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nachito? Stop it. Reached into my pocket and took the sticker? See, it's this one. I'm sorry, I was born stupid. You bought this for $1.5 million? Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket. The Wizard of Monomi? Only give away one ticket per person and you only have one chance to watch it for free.
楽しみに待ってて。
ね
Wizard of Monomi? Is that a fucking reference, bro? You know how the Wizard of Oz used to have a conspiracy theory that there was someone hanging in the background? And that's why Ibuki was hanging? Yeah, you guys don't know about that? So, Wizard of Oz, a long time ago, there was a conspiracy that there was a little shadow that looked like a person hanging on a noose. It might be either a reference or... No reason, just think of it as protective charm. It might be a reference. You've never heard of that? Here, I'll see here. Wizard of Oz hanging. So I think it's just a conspiracy. It was never an actual thing. But basically, it's a Wizard of Oz's secret dead munchkin myth explained. So in a specific scene in a Wizard of Oz, you could see in the background here that what it looks like a person hanging off of a tree branch on a noose. And so for a long time, people were considering that it was actually someone who committed suicide on the background of the set. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know, maybe it's a reference. I don't know. It could be a reference. Because why would it be called Wizard of Monomi? And then coincidentally have a hanging? I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes preparation. Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing and you pay $1.5 million for it too, but even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. It's a food shop. Alright. Came all this way not to watch it? Your Tsundere knows no limits. It's just like me to make Hajime so prickly. I might be hiding a past where I was once known as a prima donna of the mascot world. Definitely weren't called that. It's the time you showed your dairy side, you know. Come on, liven yourself up a little. So wait for a bit, okay? How long do I have to wait? That item should be on top. It's not there. Yeah, the tote bag's not there. The tote bag is gone, that means. Are you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to? There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it? I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. So some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. You buy one, you get another free. I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue. Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away. Apologies for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. Alright.
出生率より死亡率が多い老人ばかりが住むど田舎に生まれたモノクマは
Full of old people because the death rates outpace the birth rates. Sounds like Japan.
ある日
One day
軍事演
Monokuma
習
was
中
swept
の
up
攻
by a
撃ヘリコ
tornado
プタ
created
ー
by a helicopter gunship during a routine
通
military
称アパッ
exercise.
チの作る竜巻に巻き込まれてしまい物見の国に飛ばされて
Was
し
whisked
まいま
away
した
to Monomi's country.
故郷のど田舎に帰って
Wanted to return to his
老人た
homeland
ちから
so
ことあ
he
るごとに
could
小
go
銭を
back
せびり
to
たいモノク
pestering
マ
the
は
old people for change.
何でも願いを叶えて
So
く
he
れると
began his
いう
journey to see the wizard
魔法使い
Monomi,
モノ
who
ミ
was
に会い
rumored
に
to
行く
grant
旅を
any
始
wish
め
one
ました
desires.
その道中で
Along the way, he
彼
met
は
a very
心
loyal
強い
group
仲
of
間たちと
friends.
脳みそがない
Met a
物見か
Monomi
かしと出会った
scarecrow
の
who
で
was missing a
自
brain,
殺を
and when
勧
he
めたところ
recommended that she commit suicide,
首をつって死にました
so that was Ibuki.
途中で勇気
Met
のない物見ライオンと
Monomi
出会った
lion
の
who
で
was missing her
弓
courage.
矢で貼り
So
付け
he
にして
pumped
お
her
きま
full
し
of
た
arrows.
途中で心のな
Who
い
was missing a
売り
heart,
気
so
の物
Monokuma
見人々
sliced
と
her
出会っ
into
たの
lumps
で
of iron.
そしていろいろ
After
あ
a
っ
lot
た
of other
挙
stuff happened, Monokuma
魔
finally
法
reached
使
the
い物
wizard
見のもと
Monomi,
に
the
たどり
great and
着いた
powerful.
なんやかんやで最終的に物見をやっつけて最終的になんとなく彼
Somehow
女
you
が支配し
stripped
て
the
いた
kingdom
王
from
国を乗っ
her?
取りこうしてモノクマは
This Monokuma
老人た
enslaved
ち
the
を
old
下
people,
僕に
took
して
their pensions, and
か
lived
き
the
集め
rest
た
of his
年金
days
で
in luxury.
めでたしめでたし
Pumped full of arrows and I mean, you could almost make the argument maybe the camera recorder and the like display being smashed to bits might be like Tin Man getting chopped into lumps of iron, right? So that could count. Movies are the best. The drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each head. Now then, let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye, bye-bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a single or a sigh or let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. Oh, was it actually? I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah, just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
でも
Would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Telling it's the camera and the record or the display, because it's like the Tin Man, but it's machines. killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Wizard of Monomi has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So the one lacking of brain was Ibuki, the one lacking courage was Hyoko. That kind of does match up. The one lacking a heart was the fucking camera and the display because it's not fucking human. Right? Alright.
Hinata-kun.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera? Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions. Tell me, Hajime? Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in the surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. It was a black curtain hanging like there is now, but the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation. She climbed that stepladder of her own free will and then grabbed that rope end. That's all I saw. Candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something like that. Something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore. No, it's not the candlelight that went off. The machine broke. Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark, but the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on. Bro, I love her based halt that she does. At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time. Still, she climbed the stepladder on her own. Does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? No, it's because someone commanded her. That's why it's not suicide. It's technically murder because of despair disease and how it works. What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. The heck? She ran away all of a sudden? She's in the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but does she seem a little upset? God damn it, I gotta talk to Soda. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modification or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another security surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
あ
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Okay. Oh.
さてと
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. Whoa. What? Hajime, why? She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
なあな
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns. Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagato was wearing. So there's hospital gowns missing. I have no choice, and I should use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even
つ
grosser.
うかさ
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Uh-oh. I don't trust Mikan alone with those bodies. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch? Don't turn it on, huh? Chiaki, are you there? It's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed? Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
がっかり。
Oh, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtains that was covering the window. It might have been a setup. Might have been a setup. They might have used the conference room to mimic the stage.
ねえね
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
え、ね
I got it. Got what?
Hold on.
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
ほらね。
See a black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. So is something wrong with it?
まあ、
I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail. Just wanted to mess with you? Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Chat, would she act this way for not max friendship with her? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place.
やっほー。あのね、だからまた物ププププ。
It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again, but now is not the time to be a coward. The only thing I can do is go. Lock in a guess? I mean, the only motherfucker I can guess right now is Mikan. Nobody else actually feels like they had time to fucking do something like this. Like, Mikan's got the red flag because like I said, she jumped into fucking wanting to do that autopsy way too fucking easily. And it would make perfect sense if she was the killer, that she would want to do the autopsy to fucking cover her steps, you know? Or cover her tracks. And then only she would have the medical expertise to know that raising the temperature would fuck with the time of death on dead bodies. Right? And let's be honest. She's the only person realistically with a motive to kill Hiyoko. I just don't know why Ibuki died. But like I said, Ibuki might have just been a setup to... either make it seem like that imitation murder to the movie, or just a setup to distract from Hiyoko's death. Because that would make it very convenient if everybody thought Hiyoko died after Ibuki, because then it gives Mikan an alibi. But if Hiyoko died before Ibuki, then it doesn't give Mikan an alibi, because Mikan, we know, was wandering around and came to our room. Unless Nekomaru is secretly fucking around. But like, that doesn't make sense. Why the fuck he'd kill those two? So I'd say probably like 90% Mikan and then like 10% fucking Nekomaru. Or like 5% Nekomaru, 5% fucking Fuyuhiko, because he actually just still hates Hiyoko for some reason, or I don't fucking know. And who knows, maybe the fucking Yakuza might, you know how to know about bodies well enough, so like they know that raising temperatures would fuck with the time of death. Lock it in, I'll say Mikan. Mikan's the most likely out of everybody, just from all the clues. I mean, is Nekomaru gonna be here then? Who heard the announcement had gathered in front of the Monokuma Rock, and soon enough. Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to a class trial? Hey jerk, hold it right there. Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short of a few brain cells. My brain works just fine. Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? It sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Hey, you want pizza? Sure, babe. Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
And we have out classic offline time. My Oyo gives 3 measly wishes to shush the Genshin player base, and Fob gives measly 40 minutes of Dangan to shush chat, and they type rugger like Pepegus. Fob has learned the ways
We're
of Hoyo
going to
classic.
play the trial tomorrow. Eat my ass, Poppy. More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Wait! Low-key? If that's true, Nekomaru can low-key win. Because let's say we guess wrong and all of us die except for one, and Nekomaru comes back recovered, he'd just suplex the person left, kill them, and then win. Because unless the murderer here is fucking Akane, everybody else left here can't fucking beat Nekomaru in a 1v1. You know? Why are you so excited about that? Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough. Then let's go. Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. I haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry, I'm such a useless piece of trash. Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. No, chat. Lily wants to eat pizza. I will eat pizza with Lily. Tomorrow, we will find out if I was right or if it's fucking Fuyuhiko or Nekomaru. Okay, listen. If it's Nekomaru, I'll give it to Dangan too. That shit would be at a craziest twist. But I feel like if it's Mikan, That shit's so fucking obvious. Cause literally, chat, you could go into previous VOD. Dangan, the writers of Dangan just make certain things too obvious. Like literally, the second we find the bodies and like we're talking, fuck it. Why would Mikan's first thing be when she's usually always screaming and scared? Be like, oh, I'll do the autopsy then. Like, why would she suddenly change how she's been up until now? You know? That's just weird. She just got used to it? Bro. Isn't she the ultimate fucking nurse? What do you mean she just got used to fucking dead bodies? She's a nurse, bro. What? The ultimate nurse should be plenty used to dead bodies. You know? So, I don't know. Maybe she's just been gaslighting us this whole time to be useless, but she's actually a fucking, you know, evil murderer. Anyways, we'll find out. I think it's Mikan. I've had the gut instinct that it was Mikan since the first time she volunteered to autopsy immediately. That shit was sus as fuck. But anyways, chat, thank you guys for hanging out as always.